4, 3, 2, 1. Yo! What's good, YouTube? It's your one Moody, your coach of the Wedges and Weavals, and today we have our SSL Season 5 Week 11 matchup against the Washington Whiscashes against Money Guy 9559. Yes, the homie Money. This matchup is kind of important, kind of not really for both of us. Both of us already clinched playoffs. Money is 6-4. I am 7-3. Both of us already clinched, and for this battle, it's only a matter of seeding. So the loser of this match has to play L5 first round of the playoffs. Prefer not to play him first round because L5 is probably the best player. Well, I shouldn't say this. He is the best player in the league, and would prefer to play him later in the playoffs. Just because, you know, it's Pokemon, random shit could happen, maybe you can get knocked out or whatever. And then also Money in our conference at least is probably the second best player in playoffs behind L5. So if I can get Money and L5 to play first round, then, you know, one of them will get bounced. And then the idea would be to play the other in semis before the finals. And then, you know, take from there. It's Pokemon. But honestly, I don't give a fuck who I play. I'll play anybody. I ain't scared of anybody. This is Pokemon. I ain't trying to duck anybody. But, you know, I'm always just trying to win. So I do want to win this matchup. And then also, if I win this matchup, that means I outright won the division. Instead, if I lose this, Money will win the division due to differential. I mean, we'll still have the same record. But if we win, awesome. That's cool. If we lose, not a big deal. But let's take a look at this matchup. Money has a super scary team, and very threatening indeed, with Magnezone, Fortress, Snorlax, Mega Pinsir, Whimsicott. I almost forgot like what that mon was called for a second. And Starmie. While on my side of the field, we got Celesteela, Mastamold, we have Crankankers, we have Kronos, we have Heffany, and we have Slowbro, and we have Arcanine. So, pretty much the thought process behind this was Arcanine, kind of an offensive answer to Magnezone, and having Intimidate will help a lot with threats like Mega Pinsir, Snorlax. He didn't bring Salamence or Repair, but I thought Salamence was a more likely bring. But that was kind of the rationale. Slowking, a more offensive Slowking. I believe this is almost Modest Assault Vest. And it has Shadow Ball, Scald, Grass Knot, and that's Grass Knot. I forget what. Psychic, something like that. I think. Heffany, it has enough to take 3 Flash Cannons from Magnezone. Magnezone kind of really fucks my team up. Like, Magnezone has such a good matchup against my team. It can trap Celesteela. It can blow back Mandibuzz. It can blow back Kyurem. Though Magnezone in that scenario would have to be Choice Scarfed. And I am Choice Scarf Kyurem, so that it won't outspeed me. And then it could really hurt up Slowking as well. So I have to be very careful about it. That's why part of the reason why I brought Arcanine and Fortress as well. Heffany there for defensive answers, and it's just like a big Pokemon. As I alluded to, Kyurem is Choice Scarf, and it has Focus Blast, Ice Beam, Earth Power, Draco. And then there is Mandibuzz, who is, I believe, my primary answer to Mega Pinsir. Here, almost max defense. I think I could take a +2 Stone Edge. I could take 1, and then I have Foul Play on it. So I could Foul Play it into Oblivion. Master Mold as well. Flamethrower, Leech Seed Shenanigans, Heavy Slam, and I don't know if I'm Protector Toxic, but something good. So, judging by his team, like, honestly, what I was thinking he was going to bring was, I knew he was going to bring the Magnezone. That was, like, almost a guarantee. Because of it, I had to run Shed Shell on Celesteela. And then I knew he was probably going to bring Snorlax as well, because my Fighting Stab is Breloom, and Breloom is just, like, not that good in this scenario. Partially because a Quick Attack from Mega Pinsir does a million. I didn't even bother looking at the calc. I'm almost certain the Yoko. And then it can kind of get walled by Banks, or not Banks, Fortress. I'm thinking of my nickname. I'm looking at it, Fortress right now. And then Starmie is faster than Breloom, so the only I can't really bullet seed it. I'm a little upset. I'm just by looking at this matchup, I'm a little upset I didn't bring Helios, but what are you gonna do? I really thought he was gonna try to really blitz me in this match, and just by looking at this team, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Snorlax is kind of slow, and Fortress and Whimsicott are kind of more non-offensively inclined Pokemon. Whimsicott can be annoying with Steeds, Moonblast, Encore, all this. I'm not surprised he brought it because it can, if I tried to he can Encore me into Roost or Encore me into Seas or whatever, and then try to set up with Pinsir. So just have to be careful with this game. So we decided to lead off with this. I have Fire Blast on this, so just in case he wanted to seed me, I did go right for the Fire Blast right there. And judging by that damage, this Starmie is a little more defensive, and I'm like, ooh, interesting. This is definitely not what I expected Starmie to be. I thought Starmie was going to be way more offensive, and part of the reason I didn't bring Helios was because, I could have brought Choice Scarf Helios to outspeed Starmie, but I can't naturally outspeed Starmie, and I was worried about really hard hitting Psyshock or whatever. And then because of Helios' bad defense, it would get really whittled down and hurt up. So I noticed off this damage that the Starmie is a little more defensively inclined. So kind of annoying. He drops a Toxic on me. I Shadow Ball right there. That does 52, about a 2-hit KO. Kind of nice, but he could recover stall me right here. And he has it, so he's revealed Toxic and and recover. Probably last two moves, maybe stalled, and then a coverage move. This is what I'm thinking at this time. Don't think he has Rapid Spin because he does have Fortress, so I'm thinking that Fortress would have Rapid Spin. But right here, I just go for the Leech Seed on the Snorlax, and go right into Mandibuzz, and he sets up a Curse, and I'm like, ooh, this sucks. So I try to go for the Foul Play right here, and that does nothing to Whimsicott because Whimsicott has bad attack and it's a resisted hit. He goes for the U-turn right there, perfectly fine. I didn't think he was going to Moonblast right there, so I kind of just went for U-turn myself. So then right now I go into Hepany, get the Sandstream popping, and we go right for just the Earthquake. This is pretty free. This is a lot. This is 44%. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can get him again on a roll or something. And get a crit right there, and I'm like, ooh, spicy. So I just continue to Earthquake right here, kind of just force his hand a little bit, and we're playing on rolls and crits right here, and he kind of just has to keep on recovering, and he is just waiting to burn out the Sandstorm damage, which is fine. Scald is 44% to me, and I thought he was going to recover again right there, and I just guessed wrong, and I should have guessed that he was going to go for the Scald once the Sandstorm subsided. But guessed wrong. But we got up our rocks, which is important for this game, especially because it looks like he's running a little more bulk on some of his mons. So I decided to switch right here because I need to keep this thing healthy. He goes for the Rapid Spin, and I was kind of surprised that he had Rapid Spin as well. So I know his whole moveset is Toxic, Rapid Spin, Scald, and Recover. I was a little surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Fortress would have it, but what are you gonna do? Right here we have Master Bolt against Starmie, and he goes for Scald. This is when I really wish I was Special Starmie, or not Special Starmie, Special Celesteela, but unfortunately I was not. I was Flamethrower and Heavy Slam with Seeds, and I forgot what my last move was, but this is not a winning battle for me. I need some crits or something, and he's eventually gonna get the burn on me. I should have switched out right here into Mandibuzz, but, I didn't. I'm kind of hoping also as well, I'm going to pause right here, I'm kind of hoping at this point in the game that he's eventually going to run out of recovers. I'm going to be able to PP stall him out of recovers, because I really just don't have a lot to break this. I'm not going to lie, I just don't. So we just go for another Heavy Slam, and I wish I kind of had knockoff on Mandibuzz as well. And he gets the burn right there. And then this is where I should have just switched. I don't know why I didn't. I didn't really have I could have switched right into Slowbro and fired off something. And of course I switch as soon as I got burnt. So we decide to go, I think we go for a Focus Blast right here. Either that or we go for the Shadow Ball. Yeah, we go for the Focus Blast right here, predicting the Snorlax switch, but he decides to spin his seeds off. That's not what I expected right there. And then I go for the Shadow Ball, and of course he goes in Snorlax right there. I'm just getting read like a book. I'm not playing well. He goes for the Curse right here, and that's fine. We're modest Choice Scarf, and this Focus Blast is gonna hurt. It's gonna do 46, and we're gonna get the drop. Honestly, I don't think I've ever gotten a Focus Blast drop before. I was like, when that happened, I had to like hover over Focus Blast for a second. I was like, oh yeah, this is possible. I mean, usually you're missing Focus Blast, right? But he goes for the Facade right there and does like 64. So this set is really interesting. He has Recycle, or he has Curse. Curse, Figgy Berry, and he's probably Recycled with Facade, and I don't think I saw the last move. But he recycles the Figgy Berry and eats it up and takes 50% damage, or 50%, or recovers 50% health. I just go for another Focus Blast just in case he wanted to like do some cheaty or something. I don't know. But we go for that, and then we decide to go in the Mana Buzz, and he gets off the Recover, and it's just like, ugh. Trying to whittle him down on recovers. He goes for the Toxic here. I'm kind of regretting not bringing Aromatisse, and at this point in the match. But what are you gonna do? We go for the U-turn right here, and we go back into Slowking, and it kind of just like, this game, not gonna lie, kind of just turns into this. Kind of just turns into like us pivoting around. I missed a Focus Blast right there. I can't really complain. I got 2 drops, and he goes for the Recycle right there and gets the Figgy Berry back, and then we go into Arcanine, and he gets up a Curse, and I have close combat on this Arcanine, so I'm hoping it kill. No. He goes and just gets the Figgy Berry right back, and I'm like, dog. Little tough, and he recycles Figgy Berry back, and this, I just roar it out, and don't want to take a Earthquake from this, so he goes for the return right there, and does 30 plus burn, and then he goes for the Swords Dance, and I think we go. I thought he was going to switch right there, but he didn't. Should have just gone right for the Flamethrower. Bad play on my part. I thought I could live the next one, but what are you gonna do, right? So we go into this. Quick Attack does not take me out at +2, and we decide to go for Ice Beam. That is a lot. That is some modest Ice Beam, modest Stab, Chronos, max special attack, modest damage. I don't know what I'm saying right there. And we just go right into Police, and he decides to get up Rocks. Perfectly fine play. And we go for, I believe, the Flare Blitz, just, you know, just try to get something off. Just because, and we are just not looking good. I think right here we go for the Defog. I believe we go for the Defog right here, right? Yep. We go for the Defog, and then we decide to switch right here. We decide to switch into Heffany, and he goes for the Flash Cannon. I thought I could take that Flash Cannon way better, and I was trying to like figure out what he was, and I was just like, oh man, this is not looking good. And we go into Arcanine, and of course I have Sandstorm up, so gotta be careful about that. We go for another Flare Blitz, and we're losing health. And this is how this game kind of goes. I'm just gonna skip a couple turns, kind of just more of the same. I do on this play right here. We go and Roost up and predict the Volt Switch, and we actually don't really have a good answer to that, and we just U-turn ourselves out. So Mana Buzz is almost dead, and it just turns into Snorlax and Starmie pivots. I really can't break that as well. Again, I just thought he was going to be offensive Starmie, and I was just like totally misread what he was going to bring. I thought he was going to bring like a totally different team, to be honest. It was good prep on his part, I'm not going to lie. And the Snorlax, that kind of just screwed me too. Snorlax is slowly turning into the Mon I just like into the Kill Kyle squad, Kill Kyle Mon squad. But yeah, it's like another, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's another 30 turns of this. I'm not gonna bore you guys with this. It's a bunch of pivoting between Starmie and Snorlax and Figgy Berry, Recycle. Yep. And then Mega Pinsir comes in and just takes out my whole team. So, well, going to this, get the Ice Beam popping, and he gets the Figgy Berry popping again, and then he could just go for Facade right here. I think he sets up for Recycle, right play, and then he could just kind of take me out. He goes for Curse, and I think he goes for Recycle right here. Nah, he goes for Facade. Okay. And then Focus Blast won't be able to take him out. Kind of just got to go for it and hope for a crit so I don't get 6-0'd. But we get 6-0'd, and it kind of sucks. We get 6-0'd, and we lose it. Definitely a good game to money. Good prep on his part. Just didn't have the horses for this game. 86 turn 6-0. Oh my god, this game is miserable to play. Probably around like turn 40 to 50, I was just like, I lost. Let's just not get 6-0'd. And then we lost. What are you gonna do? Got bopped. But yeah, that's the game. You gotta play L5 next round. Time I'm recording this, it is Sunday, and I'm going to play in a couple hours. Regardless of what happens in playoffs, this was a fun regular season. Went 7-4. Something to hold my head high. And even if I lose the L5 opening round, hope I don't. But we will be 7-5, and we will still have an above 500 record, which is always the goal when I play Pokemon, is to have above 500 record, make playoffs. That's all I want to do. Obviously, I want to win. That's like the ultimate goal. But, you know, it's Pokemon. It's not the end of the world if I win or lose. But I love winning. So, what are you going to do? Shout out the money. Good game on you, bud. Hope to get you back next season. Hope you guys enjoyed the battle. My name is Woody, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.